Hi everybody, and welcome back to the long-neglected Stitchy Corner with me, Miss Mel. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Where have you been? You haven't posted a video since January. Now, we know that you are quite bad at keeping a schedule, but my God, woman, this is getting insane. We have went through February and now March, and you're now finally getting around to posting a video. Yeah, well, life happens. And what happened is two major things happened. One, my computer blew up. Two, I got severely ill yet again. And as if you can hear in my voice, I still have a cold. I cannot seem to shake it. It seems like I get over a cold. I don't even have time to get over a cold. It's like it just keeps rolling back into the, yeah. But yeah. My computer blew up, so the pink laptop is no more. I had to wait until I was able to afford to buy a new laptop. So now I have a new laptop, so I'll be able to continue filming. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I am so sorry, but it was impossible to edit on my husband's computer. It was just impossible to get the footage off my camera memory card and onto his computer. It got to the point where I didn't even want to deal with it anymore. I just said, make it. I can't. So we're got a lot to cover, and we're just going to jump right in. And we are going to jump right in with finishes. It is currently April 3rd. And I have 6 finishes so far for the year. So that means 3 months, 6 finishes, averages to 2 finishes a month. Which, not that bad. So let's start here. Finishes. Now there's a couple finishes I can just tell you about. I can't show you because they're meant as gifts for people. I will film about them later on. So after I send them out and I know they've gotten them, then I'll show them in a video. So, first finish was it's finished and matted. See, it wasn't slacking. Finished and matted was the February 14th sale from Cross Stitch is Fun group over on Facebook. Cross Stitch is Fun. Check us out. Come join us. We do hangouts on Google Hangouts, and we also, then you can watch them on YouTube if you're not comfortable joining in on the Google Hangout, or if the Google Hangout happens to be full, which we have run into times to where it's full. Google Hangout only allows 10 participants in the call at a time. So this one is now finished. Got this from Cyber Stitchers. It's a really cute little Quaker. It's a February 14th Quaker. I believe that's its name. Matted it myself. So I pinch, stretched, and matted this one myself. That one's ready for framing, all built up in the back too. And then it was the Gloria and Pat sale, and I finished that quite quick. Finished that within the same month of starting. And this one is all matted and ready as well. I did a Gloria and Pat mini from one of their mini books. It's Angel on a Cloud. There's that one. That was going to be filmed. This next one I'm only going to show you the back of because this is a gift for somebody. So this was my third finish. Well, I'm not really showing them in order that I finished them because I think I finished this one before the Gloria and Pat. So, gift for someone so you can see the back. I'm looking at it and it's quite gorgeous. I can't wait to be able to show you guys the front when she finally receives this. I just got to find a frame for it. Next finish, not showing you either because it is a gift for somebody. I am going to be getting this finished up and posting it soon so they can receive it soon. And then once I get it finished, I'll take a video of it. So after I've posted it and I know they've gotten it, then I'll show the video where I show both, you know, where I show these when the intended recipient receives them. And then my next finish. Now what happened is, if you remember I told you guys, on February 13th we did a Dumb Ways to Die sale. And it was basically at Cross Stitch It's Fun. There's a Metro Transit Safety, I think from Australia's song called Dumb Ways to Die, where they're talking all about train safety and here's all these dumb ways to die, just don't die from a train, I think. It's a cute song, I love it. So the premise of the SAL was to choose a dumb way to die and stitch it. So over at Daily Cross Stitch, where a lot of us get our free daily patterns, I bought this one. It was $1. It's the Drink Me pattern. So I did that one for Dumb Ways to Die. Now, I had this one sitting in the hoop for quite a while after it started. And I was sitting there one night on a hangout going, God, I really need to get finishes. Because what happened is they dared me to count my current whips. And oh, not good. Never dare me to count my whips ever again. You hear me? You know who I'm talking to. So me and Hope, or Maliciously Hopeless, on YouTube, each had not really gotten much done on our Dumb Ways to Die SALs. So we raced to see who could finish first. I finished first, but I had an unfair advantage. She has school, so she has class time where she can't stitch. I didn't have to work for a few days, so I was able to knock this one out really quick. I do plan on later on stitching stitching a mushroom companion to it that says Eat Me. And if you know the story of Alice in Wonderland, you'll get the Drink Me, Eat Me, and then I'm going to frame them together. And then my last finish, so that's 5. My 6th finish was the Kit Sal, which was another impromptu stitch along that we did, and we used it mainly as a way to help people new to cross stitch ask questions in an open format. Like a lot of us were hanging out the entire day, and we're there and we're available for questions. Questions asked, how do I do that? It was great to help the beginner stitchers. I chose a kit from Hobby Lobby. It's one I had in my stash. And as I was stitching it, I decided I'm going to give it to my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. But I finished it, and it's a hummingbird bookmark. I put her initial here, as you can see. Beautiful hummingbird bookmark. So those are those finishes. So that's right, 6. Now let's move on to whips. I have made some progress on a Middle Earth map, believe it or not. Okay, just a second. Gotta shake down with that. I feel like Taylor Swift right there going to shake it off. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Copyright. So here is fighting sweatshirt. Here's my progress on Middle Earth map. I almost have half of page 3 finished. So page 1, page 2 are done, half of page 3. And yes, I'm still parking my way through it. I'm going to park my way through this chart because it's big and it's confetti heavy. So that one is done. Next is the quote sal. I have made a lot of progress on the quote sal since you guys last saw it. I'm actually going to take off the top of the Q-snap so I can unfurl it for you guys. There it is. It is almost done. I'm now down to the cat band. I think after the cat band I might have 2 more bands. But there we go. I am planning to stitch in the ghosts with glow-in-the-dark thread. I haven't the foggiest yet how I am going to finish this one. If I'm going to frame it or if I'm going to turn it into like a quilted wall hanging, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure that out as I get closer to a finish, because that's usually how I start to feel out a project, how I'm going to finish it. As I get closer to the end of finishing the stitching, I'm like, how do I want to display this? Do I want to have this hanging up year round, or just at that particular holiday? And then my next whip that I've been working on this month, this time, is the sampler sal. Now you all may be like, huh, that doesn't look like the sal the pattern that you tended to use for the sal in the video you did when you showed us everything you were doing. Well, I changed my mind. I changed my mind a lot now. So those plans that I made in that video where I said these are my plans for the hopeless sals, ball it up, throw it away. Seriously, ball it up, throw it away. Good job. So there's the sampler sal. This one I found in cross stitch and needlework magazine. I can't remember because I don't have the magazine with me right now which one it is. I will put it down in the description bar. The name of the pattern, the designer, and which edition of the magazine it is in. Okay, so we've gone through the finishes, we've gone through the whips. Let's do Happy Mail! I have been inundated with Happy Mail lately, and I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart and soul that has sent me Happy Mail. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. When I got sick, it was such a great thing to get these packages, and it cheered me up. I mean, there was one package I received in the midst of being sick that just made me smile. It made me feel so much better. So let's get into what I got. First off, let me find it all. This is my desk. Let's see here. These were from, and my notes are over there about who sent me what. 1 minute. Okay. First Happy Mail I received was from Brenda. And the discussion that kicked off me getting this Happy Mail for Brenda was, I have received a bunch of old magazines from hubby's HR manager at his work, Cindy. She included a lot of cross-stitch and needlework magazines. It's a U.S. magazine. And I noticed in a few of them, there was these really neat projects. I gotta find it and show you just one of them. It had these little, now this is September 2008 cross stitches needlework. It had these little, some of them had these little door hangers, and I noticed, see, it says autumn, it's a house on a hill, it says autumn, it's really cute. And in 3 of the magazines I received, I noticed that they were cereal. Well, I had summer, fall, and winter. I was missing spring. So I went on the website and found out which magazine contained the spring pattern. So I could have them all and I could do the cereal. And I looked through my stack that she had given me and I did not have the magazine. So then during one of the hangouts we were talking about it and I went online and I figured out what the front of the magazine looked like that had the pattern in it that I wanted. And I was looking online, and I couldn't find it, I couldn't find it, and I couldn't find it in the back issues to order because it wasn't available as a back issue. At that time, I had a hard time, and the next thing I know is I got a message from Brenda on the group. Cross Stitch is Fun. And she lovingly generously found an issue and sent it to me. This, I was so amazed when I got it. And what I love about this cereal is I think the house is the same in each one, and it's the same house and field, and it's just, the spring has lamb, the summer I believe has a cow, the fall I believe has pumpkins. It just changes the seasons. Yeah, it's the same house, and the tree goes through the seasons, and the field goes through the seasons. She told me she was sending me the magazine. She told me she had a package to send me, that she was going to send me the magazine because she found it, what my address was. So I got the package, and I got my mail as I went to go, right before I went to go pick my son up from school. So I'm standing in my son's school's commons, and I open it up and I see the magazine, and I'm like, well, I get the package, I'm like, this feels a little thick. Oh, she probably patted it out because she didn't want the magazine to get damaged. I pull it out, and I pull out the magazine. Not only do I pull out the magazine, this is what... This was an incredibly generous gift. She gave me 4 Moe's cottons. I've put them in baggies to protect them. So this is, she gave me Fluttershy, Harry from Harry Potter, Sunflower, and Aurora. I love them. Excuse me. I was overcome with emotion when I opened it and saw these. So, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the next person who sent me a package, she actually sent me 2, so I'm going to show you together what she sent me in the 2 different packages, was Deborah R. from over at Cross Stitch It's Fun. She sent me a lovely package. Now, one of the packages I received while I was sick, and it just cheered me up beyond belief. It was a big box. I remember when I got here because my husband's like, honey, you got a package. And I'm like, really? And I walked down the stairs, and I was sitting at the foot of the stairs with him, and he helped me open it because I didn't have a lot of strength. And it put a smile on my face, which put a smile on his face. So thank you, Deborah. In the package, I got a starter collection of Krennic Silk Mori threads. I got this. These are gorgeous. I've taken them out and looked at them, and they're lovely. I can't wait to stitch with that. That came with a pattern and some other information from Krennic. And then, let's see, that was Hope. Now I'll go through here. She sent me a bunch of fabrics. I've used some of the fabrics already. Sorry, I need fabric. She sent me a bunch of fabrics. She also sent me... Oh, I should have been better organized for this. In one of the other packages, she sent me a bag of... In the second package, she sent me a bag of silk ribbons. A couple of them look hand-dyed. And she also sent me some ribbon in there that I can mess around to hand-dyeing myself. I got a very pretty pink flower. And a little purple flower. Where'd my little purple flower go? He's in here somewhere. Yes. And a little purple flower. And animal stickers, which I'm so happy I got these. I have, as you guys all know, I have 2 boys, and they love stickers. So this was good. And then she sent me some patterns. This is from Jeremiah Junction, the Serenity Prayer. She also sent me a Linda Calhoun's Heirloom Sampler Favorites. Excuse me. She can't wait to get started on more of these. I'm starting to really love samplers again. And then I got Donna Cooler's Cross Stitch Flowers. And then I got Simply Christmas Craft Projects for the Season of Giving. Those were the patterns from Donna. And then also in the second package was a bunch of other stuff, which is just the bee's knees. I got a bunch of lace ribbons and appliques. I am just in love. Because we all know how crafty I can get sometimes. And then just recently, I have a friend who's getting ready to move. And as they're getting ready to move, they're deciding to downsize. Well, they're going through their stuff because they'd been in the same place for such a long time, such a long period of time. They decided to sort through everything and only keep what they really, really wanted. And she decided to downsize her crafts because she does a lot of crafts. And so she gave me a bunch, a small handful of patterns. I got one that's like a cushion. I'm not going to show it because it's the pattern itself. It's a floral cushion. I got I got this Thomas Kincaid pattern. I got this pattern book which has 3 different rose patterns in it. I got this one from Stony Creek, which is Boyd's Bears and Friends. So it's a Boyd's Bear. I got, oh, wow, this Kincaid. I got a whole bunch of loose paper patterns that you'd get for like at your LNS. She gave me a bunch of those. She also gave me this cross-stitch graphing system. It's like a vellum graph that you can lay over pictures so you can graph them yourself. And then she also gave me, which I am happy to get, the Teresa Wentzler 4 Seasons Carousel Horses book. So now I have all 4 seasons. So that was my happy mail. This video is probably going to be extensively long, so I'm going to cut it here.